What's up, great people? It's Xbox Has No Game podcast. We don't have no episode. We don't do none of that. We don't know what we're going to talk about tonight. Haven't talked to Livewire today. He was out there doing the family thing, and I got flip money, and he's getting on my nerves all goddamn day. We didn't argue for like the 25 millionth time. He gonna pay the church's money one day. He gonna pay the church's money one day. But this is Xbox Got No Games, man. We might have different people coming on. Some people probably want to sleep. Some people don't. They wanted to get on, but I know it's late on the East Coast. It's early on the West Coast. My Dodgers won. We all in the great mood.
Game 7. Okay.
Yes, let's go. So, Flip, what's good, G?
Ain't shit. Ain't shit. You know what it is, man. You already know what it is, bro.
What's good with you, live?
Man, I'm just living that 2013 all over again, dog. That 2013.
Yeah.
I'm living that shit all over again. I woke up the other day and I seen that PlayStation UI with that snap feature, and I said, "Damn, Xbox brought that shit back." But somebody told me it was PlayStation, and I was like, "Oh shit, my bad."
I'm gonna go straight in on the ass. So talk about it, G.
Yo, that shit was funny, bro. I was watching Griffin Gamer going in on BGK, whichever. You know what I'm talking about. That dude. Y'all know that motherfucker. But he was going in talking. That dude was talking about how PlayStation made a UI that was like so innovative that nobody even thought of doing this before. And I was trying to think. I was like, didn't I just say like the other day that shit was like the Xbox One? And Griffin Gamer said the same shit. He was like, yeah, he over here praising the UI that's just like the one that Xbox. He had the screenshots and everything. I said, God damn. He said the only difference is you can play TV, you can be on the internet and all other shit. You only can, as far as I know, you only can watch other people play games and watch video clips for how to do, uh, um, like the little guides and shit. But they had that shit on Xbox too. They just took that shit off because that shit was slowing down. Like they needed the extra resources in order to make the games and the UI function better. So to me, I mean, that shit was cool, but I never used the guide in that shit. Uh, I mean, to be honest, I don't know. It's kind of it was cool back then, and now I understand that some people on PC kind of use that feature, but the difference is you're not occupying space on your screen. Because as far as I mean, most of the time, most people that play on PC that really play on PC, they have at a minimum 2 screens. So you never obstruct your gaming screen, for some shit. Like when sometimes I play, I watch Hulu on my smaller screen, and have the game going while I'm playing a video game, or I'm talking to y'all on Xbox while I'm playing, whatever I'm playing, like Flight Simulator or some shit. I mean, that's how I play. But like having that, I don't even like having the little screen when I'm doing the live stream on my fucking TV. That's why I always have the box minimized. So let alone having a big ass box with I'm looking at somebody else, play games while I could just do that shit on my phone. I don't know. I mean, look, if that's what motherfuckers like, I guess. But
you want to know what it is though, Livewire? What's going on, Punisher? Think about it. When we had that feature, our feature was much more deeper than what they have, because people may not realize it. This is what I was doing. Like Moan, my people and my homie, and all that other shit. I had them two on Skype. I had my female cousin on Skype, and I had Mo on Skype, and I was playing the game. So I can either just minimize the Skype screen, talk to them while I'm playing it with the Connect on, or either just make the screen larger, continue on playing my game. Yet I cannot see them because I made the screen larger, but yet they can still see me while I was playing the game through the Connect. And so so that's why when I seen it, and me and Vodka was saying, Vodka was like, wait a minute, Then we had it on the 360 too. Yes, we did. Some of them features from the 360 all the way in on from the Xbox One. Like I don't understand it. Like another example of Sony doing hip hip and they fanboys saying hooray over something which we had the whole goddamn time. We had that for like what the what 3 or 4 years of the Xbox
Yeah,
One generation.
yeah, it was probably like the first 3 years, and then they took it off because
Yeah.
again, they said a lot of people didn't use it. Because I mean, a lot of people probably tried it initially with the whole Skyping and talking back and forth, but I mean, for the most part, um, I mean, not everybody wanted to do that, and
Yeah.
and a
Plus,
lot
they
of
want to
times,
catch up
like
with
when you
the
game,
performance thing.
especially if you don't live by yourself, you got motherfuckers in your background, they walking around, they don't want to be seen.
Mm.
So a lot of times people don't even turn their camera on or they covered it
But
because they
see,
didn't want.
but see,
Yeah,
here's the reason why people didn't want to use that or whatever. You got to realize how GameSpot, Tattoo, and IGN, they gave you that narrative that it was wrong, that it was bad. It was bad to have that. Like, don't nobody want to watch that. So, quite naturally, people that had it or was using it was like, yeah, you know what? You got to realize a lot of people are mindless drones. They just follow and listen to what these other so-called media outlets said through the whole damn Xbox Life generation, Xbox One generation. They've been talking shit about the game, our
Mm.
features, and everything. So some people look at it like, well, then I'm not using that. I'm not going to use that because they got a camera on it and they can see what I'm doing. So you can pretty much figure how the rest of it went. It went the same way with the games and stuff. We had great games, which we didn't even get a part two of it. And I'm sure y'all heard 100 say this many a fucking time. Now y'all want to play Quantum Break. Now y'all want to play Sunset Overdrive because y'all was listening to IGN and them, listening to what the fuck they was saying. Now you want to play these games. Now that they on Game Pass. Oh, this game is real good. I ain't know this game was like that. Now you want to do this. I mean, same thing with the features.
yeah. Listen, you always gonna have people that people that just follow what other people say. I mean, that's just kind of the thing,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
And let's not forget about this whole legal thing that's going on now. Not legal like they in trouble or anything. Well, they might be. Like in the EULA, the whole contracts where they're listening in and recording everything that's happening in private chats and group chats and stuff now. Like, what's up with that? It sounds like 2013 all over again, but this time for Sony. I'm seeing features from Xbox. I'm seeing potential complaints. I'm seeing everything that Xbox had to go through. They're going through now. Everything.
I don't know if it's worth it though. That's to be honest though. We already kind of seen that whole thing go down with the Xbox. And you
Exactly.
gotta use up resources in order to do it because that shit has to be able to run the whole time. It's not like it turns off.
Yeah, that's the
And
other
that
thing I was thinking about. Yeah, back when they were taking it out of the Xbox, the reasoning was, oh, it can help with performance for the games and stuff like that. Give that RAM back, give that CPU back, and that it will make the games perform better. Back when everybody was saying, oh, 900p is not enough, it got to be 1080p, blah blah blah, all this stuff.
And that's
yeah,
one of
because like
that's
because
a contributing factor why they took it away too.
because think about it. Yeah, when it's running Sackboy, it might run fine. But when it's running God of War, the next God of War, the next whatever big AAA game they got, that's where the issue would come in place. Like you turn that shit on, then that shit's slowing down and shit like that because it's all about your memory. The
Yeah, just
SSD
like that
can't help
fake
that
ray
shit.
tracing they doing. That's going to give them the same kind of problem.
The ponies think you can though.
Those motherfuckers
The
think the
ponies think the
SSD
SSD
is
is the
the end all
salvation
be
of
all.
everything.
They
Got
be
that
like
right.
the SSD helps everything, but yet Spider Man's running 4K 30 and
4K 30,
upscale whatever
like 1440p,
yeah
60 or something like
60 or
that.
something. Yeah, so it's not if it was the end all be all, it would just be 4K 60 period, but it ain't. So therefore,
Nope.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a it's an intriguing feature because again, we had this feature already, right? But is it worth what you can potentially lose? You know, would you be willing to keep a feature if that means that your performance is going to take a hit?
Yeah, that's just like
However much it may be, it might only be 5 seconds. I mean, 5 seconds, 5 frames. But is it worth it? Are those 5 frames worth it to you just to have that feature? That's the question.
So
Man,
what do
y'all
you?
beating around the motherfucking bush. Hit these motherfuckers over the motherfucking head.
That's
All
why
that
we got
shit is
you.
all these motherfuckers install all this shit. The card shit stole. Ain't none of that shit innovative. Fake ass snap. Remember snap wasn't remember the
yeah,
snap
it's
wasn't
really
great.
fake snack because it don't work with everything. He
That
right. He right.
motherfucking fake ass snap. Oh, it's up to the developers. We ain't showed off. You got the motherfuckers recording your ass every 5 minutes. All of them do it though, but at least they came on and just told you in motherfucking in caps. We're recording
Right?
you. All your
Well,
drug
no, but
dealers,
this
y'all
time
going
around,
to
they talking
jail.
about they giving the people that's in the party, they can do it manually
Yeah,
and snitch on you.
yeah. So how you gonna manually?
So it's not random like Sony was doing it. It's like if someone really
Buddy,
want to fuck with you, they can
they
snitch
can
on
go
you. They can
fuck with you.
pull
You whoop
you.
their ass in the
Yeah.
game. You fuck them over.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but I've been listening to YouTube and they acting like this shit is motherfucking innovative. This shit is precedented. What the fuck? This shit is what the cars, and then they show, well, this is how far you get to a trophy. We
Well,
been had that shit.
you know what it is.
Word. I didn't even remember that. Wow. Yep.
We
And we
been
had that. It
had
was
that.
called a achievement tracker or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we just spending on
yeah.
and off.
Actually, we still
Been
got
had
that.
that. We don't even like pop collar about that. That's just like a little side feature we got. Some people use. I don't use it, so it's so I totally forgot we got that. It's not even that big a deal, but they're trying to hype it up. This is just like that. What you were saying about the balance of having these apps running in the background, but that's the same thing that's going on with all this other stuff that they have, like all this recording and stuff. That was always a thing that's gonna slow you down, but now with this dashboard, it's 4K. We know with the Xbox One X, it was gonna be 4K, but then it was like, yo, once again, let's give this RAM back, let's give this CPU back to the developer. They could do more with their games, and it's the same as what we were talking about before for the same reason. Like, come on, this is 101 at this point. This happened years ago. You not learning your lesson, Sony? Come on.
No, the shit is like they in the background. My thing is Microsoft been trying to innovate they UI so much. It's I actually watched a YouTuber that I kind of called Miniature Pony with, and he said, you know what? I have to give Xbox this. The Xbox UI is customizable. You don't have to. You want to make a group, you can do this, whatever you want to see. He said what Sony has showed us is something that we ain't never saw before. Everything we saw fucking before. I didn't see nothing that is impressive. Like, oh, you should have been doing that shit. Now you on Microsoft service. You got the power now.
Yep. Of course,
So
that's what
I'm on
it is.
that fuck you pay me thing. Fuck you
Of
pay me.
course, that's what it is. Of course, now that they got Microsoft Server, they can show you what they wanted to do before. Okay, copy off of Microsoft. See, the thing that kills me is that this is the same bullshit that they tried in 2013 and 2014. They did the same thing with the movie and shit that came out. The next year later, 2014. Oh yeah, that's right. Sony doing it. Hey, that's right. I'm talking about Sony. You doing it. That's right. We want to see movies and stuff. When that chick said, then y'all just talk shit about Microsoft. They looked at that girl like they wanted to beat her up. You bitch. How dare you disgrace Sony name and try to flip that around because we said that to Microsoft last year. It ain't. See, you got to realize what I always say this, and I notice this. When your competition is doing something better than you, that's when they have a problem. Don't get mad at us. Get mad at Sony that Sony didn't give y'all this feature. And what's is crazy is Microsoft been innovating and coming up with stuff that you would think automatically Sony would have. That feature, knowing Sony being what Sony is, the movie company and all that other stuff, electronic, you would have thought that Sony would have been put that in there.
Yep.
4K joint in the Xbox One X in the S. Why Sony didn't ever? Why Sony don't have no 4K in a PlayStation 4 is beyond me. How you let Microsoft trump you on something that you known for? How? I still don't understand that one. To this day, I don't get it. I don't give a fuck that they got it now. It's too late.
It's the same reason why every other department in Sony ain't making them no money except for PlayStation. That's why. Because they used to run movies and music and everything else. Every TV. Everything Sony. Sony used to be what Apple is now. You bought everything Sony if you could afford it because you knew it was the best. Now Sony is the worst at everything. And the same mentality that got them from up there to down where they at now is the same mentality that explains your question right there. It's just what it is. Sony is not even a shell of them from itself. They're just like ashes and memories, and all they have is PlayStation. That's it.
Why these motherfuckers making phones nobody don't buy?
Marquise Brownlee was asking the same question. And these dope phones, nobody cares.
Nobody
Sony
buys.
Yeah, they dope phones too. By the way, let me repeat: excellent phones. If I could get it for like half price, I would definitely buy one. But nobody cares. Give it, and it's basic one-on-one like that. Nobody's buying it, even if it's good. Stop making it and save you the money that you don't got. But hey, they stupid apparently.
They still making Walkmans.
I don't know why.
Overpriced ones too.
I don't even understand that whole.
I think the last one they made was like 1,500 or something.
I don't understand that whole concept. I'm confused to that whole concept of a Walkman. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. I'm confused. Like,
but they said something about for people who do music or something like that.
It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be for professional use. If you're a professional singer, producer, or whatever.
Why do they need that? Tell me, why do they need that? Why? What reason? Okay, I'm a professional singer. Yes, I can sing my ass off, but I'm just giving an example. I'm a professional singer. I can sing my ass off. I'm in the studio. Why the fuck do I need to have that? What good is that device to me when I have all the equipment that I need in my studio? Please tell me why. I'll wait.
Well, I think it's for people who didn't have a studio. Kind of like for people who just have like a laptop, they just plug it in and go or whatever.
You got FL Studios. You got, trust me. I said the whole.
Let me tell you something, Punisher. Some people may not know this.
I didn't make studios out of low budget laptops.
Hold on, Paul. Hold on. Let me tell you. You two have a studio joint that's built inside there. When you click up, upgrade your YouTube joint, it's free. You can pull it up. It's right on the side. There's a little stereo joint. You click on it, it pops up. It's got a little DJ joint. I can record myself, turn it, do whatever the fuck I want to do with it. You got tablet that does this. A tablet.
No, I'm talking about for sound quality, though. How good is the sound quality?
Okay, and the tablet can do the same thing. Yes, the tablet got an app. I got on my daughter's app on her Surface tablet joint. I downloaded the joint. I had to pay for it, but I went on there. I start hitting different notes. I could put them all together and make it sound like one note. You can put it through your computer and you can clean everything on up. You don't have to pay no $15,000 or $1,500 for that. Matter of fact, now that you say that. Jimmy, I think it's Jimmy Kimball. He even show you how you do that on an iPad, on his show with whatchamacallit, and he did it. You still don't need that, so I still don't understand why pay $1,500 for something that you can do on a low budget computer. Software right there.
$500 and even 15.
I guess maybe Sony figured people gonna buy it for nostalgia. I guess.
Ain't nobody buy that shit for nothing.
The Walkman,
I swear, if I can see the person who did that, I get a bag and they're gonna smack them right upside their fucking head. Matter of fact, I'm gonna elbow them from the elbow to the fingertip, backhand smack the shit out of them, do a 360 on their ass. I'm gonna make their ass go red green for coming out with that bullshit.
And it just goes back to how stupid they must be to even think to even make this in the first place. Yo, how much cocaine you got to do? Before your heart explodes, what is going? I don't understand. What made them think anybody would want that for any price? For any price. But that's Sony, man. It just don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense. Nothing they do make sense nowadays. Nothing.
All right. So what's up? What you sick, man? What you want to talk about, man? We do random talk. This shit ain't no structured talk.
Oh man, yo, what I've was playing that Call of Duty beta this afternoon. Yo, I got some ups and downs with that, but hey, it was
Talk
not so
about
bad.
it, motherfucker.
Oh,
Shit.
that's still
I
live?
don't like that bullshit,
Yeah.
so I would shit on it. So don't
Yo,
talk about it.
the alpha was mad shitty. I heard I didn't get to play that, but this one at first was really messing with me, man. I couldn't hit nothing. I could see the lag problems. The same old lag problems is there. Oh, I could tell you they still there after all these years. But after a while, I started warming up to it. I used different weapons. It felt better, but it's still real janky. Like when you loading up a map, even before you load up a map. Okay, so you searching for a game, and then all of a sudden, it finds a game. It finds mad people, and all of a sudden, okay, there's enough people. It's gonna load the game. All of a sudden, the screen freezes, and if you're not paying attention to the fact that the music is still playing, you're gonna think the game locked up, and you gotta wait there like 20 seconds. Then all of a sudden, it loads it up, and you see the loading screen.
Oh, that shit sound broken.
Yeah, and it make you feel like, is it broken? You would have, at first I was about to reset the Xbox thinking, the game locked up or whatever. But then I was like, the music's still playing. And so I gave and within that time of me just questioning it, it woke up and I was like, it's really jank. They behind schedule, I feel. And I ain't trying to make the COVID excuse of them, but I guess I'm going to have to, because it just seems like they behind. That's all. Because from the alpha, I heard it was a lot worse, and this is a lot better. And I wanted to get this game too. I wanted to get this game, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it day one.
I'm gonna settle this deal with this COVID shit. That shit is dope. That shit should not exist anymore.
Yeah, that COVID, that's an excuse for some BS.
That shit is excuses. If I could mirror my motherfucking computer at the job, if something going on, I can mirror it off my damn phone. Trust me, it's people that can sit and. If you would have told me this shit 10 years ago, I would have accepted that excuse. I'm tired of hearing that fucking excuse. Oh, it's the COVID. No, how is the COVID where you can hear?
We got the technology to remote in.
We have it. Yeah. Where I don't have to be in the office to talk to you. I could talk to you on the phone. I could talk to you on Zoom. We can have
doing it right now. We're doing it right now, all for free, except for you paying for this.
I go to
you don't even have to pay for this to work.
So, you know, do that? They got the money to take all this shit home.
No. You can take your. You can take. All right, I'll put it this way. Punisher. I have attorneys take their computers home if they wanted to, right? Mm-hmm. But a lot of attorneys say, you know what? Can you do this for me? Can you give me remote access to the computer? I just leave my computer on 24 hours. Yeah. Man, look. I know a motherfucker in the Bahamas right now working.
Do the 6 feet distance. Were you in the studio? That's all.
Yeah. Well, no, it's people in certain states. They're allowed back in the office. Some people just got, like I never, since my job say I'm essential. I don't know how, but I work for a healthcare law firm. We're essential. We ain't no more in there 15 deep out of 250 people. But everybody can hit this. We're there. Anybody, it's just a problem. If they can wake me up or this and this and that, it's other things that they can do. Said, hey, we have a problem with this. I have a problem with that. This document didn't go here. This document there. This and this and that. I cannot find that. I have access to it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I could be in Bermuda right now. I ain't got to be in the office. People don't understand technology has evolved. We can play X-Cloud on phones.
Yep. And pretty soon in the web browser.
But people are complaining. They want to use the seat. No. Yeah, certain people, you can't cook chicken and online. No. You can't cook a steak online. That's essential. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking code. We're talking about network. When network go down, I have a back door. I have somewhere where I can find out where it is. Worst case scenario, I've got to take my ass up there. Ain't nobody there anyway.
Well, then if that's the case, and it is, that means that Treyarch is fucking up because they're behind scheduling. Because there's a lot of problems with the beta, but the alpha was worse. So clearly they're getting better and better and better, but they're behind scheduling. Yeah. And I suggest to y'all, if you're interested in buying the game day one, hold up.
Hey, I'll put this way: if CV doing so bad, have you missed a check? Livewire, you missed a check. Flip, you missed a check. Punisher, y'all missed a check.
Nope,
Y'all
I paid
missed.
yesterday. No
You know what I'm
problems.
saying? Did somebody what do you call it? Did it mess up on your reparations? From
So I
what
think I
Donald
have
Donald
criminals
Donald
to keep this
fuck
now.
up Trump said something? Did you get your money? Yeah, you got your money, right? Is it messing with people SSI and all that? Trust me. I'm tired of that excuse, and I hear that, and I hear that from YouTubers, and I'm like, no, quit using that as excuse because we're more technology, got more technology where we can do stuff that we don't. It's actually training us that you don't have to be in office. It might be where people might be working from home more instead of going to the office, even after this bullshit go down.
Like, that just might happen because they, like you said, it just pretty much showed everybody that it is possible. Just like with the kids going to school, now they're showing everybody that they can do, classes online.
It depends.
Yeah, they
It
might not
depends.
need as many students at school now.
It depends on what type of job you got.
I
For
guess
this
so.
instant, it's different. You can do that for this instant. For what we're talking about, yeah, we can do that.
If you're in retail, I understand you got to go to work. If you got to cook, all that other stuff, you can't do that from home. But it's a lot of stuff. We're talking about programming games. We're talking
Yeah.
about making games. You can do if this one dude made what's that bright memory, and he made it from home. I don't want to hear that
Did he?
motherfucking excuse no more. Yeah,
Did
one
he?
dude, one
One
guy,
dude. One
one guy
dude.
made bright
The
memory.
Xbox version is 3, but that's because they
Right.
just helping to convert it. While he add new stuff to the original game.
Yeah, but 3 people. Huh? 3 people. You know I have several people that work with me I ain't never saw in my life. I just talk through emails and stuff like that. But you get the job. As long as the job gets done. As long as the job get done, and people get, I hear certain YouTubers say, it's some YouTubers I do respect, so don't take it personal. But don't use the CV for every damn thing. Well, they couldn't do it, this and this and that. Now, other countries, I don't know how they work in other countries. I don't know how they work in Japan. I heard Japan was trying to learn how to convert over, but I don't know everything about Japan. I'm worrying about America, Jack. Shit. That's what I'm worrying about.
Hey man, listen. You know, hey, it's hard out here. That's all I gotta say. It's hard out here, and for some, it's easy to convert and get their shit together, and for others, it ain't as easy for whatever reason. Because I mean, we don't know the workplace environment, and it just, I mean, there's a
Well,
lot of interactions you have on a daily basis that is like that, where it's like, oh, somebody's struggling with something, you be like, oh man, you just got to go hit this key back up and then do that, and you be good. And they do that. Well, oh shit, I didn't even know that. Thanks, like shit like that. But otherwise, people got to ask if they're struggling, and people don't like asking, for help like that.
Yeah.
And that's where the issues come in. So
Oh, that's
somebody
good.
who would normally get some help from somebody just walking by in general conversation, now having to ask for help, and sometimes it's not even like, sometimes you don't even know you're having an issue. It's somebody giving you just some advice about, oh, how'd you do this? Oh, I did this, that, and the third. Oh, word that work like that? He's like, oh yeah. It's like, oh, because I usually do it this, and this and that. For real?
Close,
That's even
close,
faster.
closed mouth don't get fed, huh?
Yeah, but it's not even that. It's just that, like, things that you could, when you're in the room with somebody, it's almost like just talking on the phone, right? Like I could talk about something that I see and point at it. But if you're not here in the room with me, you don't know what I'm talking about. I gotta fully describe it to you. But if
That's
we
not
are in
true
the
because I can actually show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, that means I have to stop and record or whatever. You
No,
know
I
what I
don't
mean?
have to. I can go straight live like this. Hey, we have a meeting.
No, yeah,
If
but
me and you designing a game, and you like, man, I'm stuck. I'm got bottleneck on this and this and that. I'm like, where you get bottlenecked at? We go live, me and you go to live together, and you're like, hey, I'm bottlenecked on this code. I don't know what this and that. And I'm like, you missed a comma on this and this and that. And you know what? You might want to take, so you might want to take that resource and put it into this resource because it's going to make frame rate better. We can see what we do. We can
No, no,
damn it, we
yeah,
can see our eyes. We can
yeah,
all see each other's eyes
but
together.
you're talking about somebody having a problem and identifying a problem. I'm talking about somebody having not necessarily a real issue. Like, look, you're still doing whatever you're doing, right? But there's an easier way to do it, and somebody could show it to you on the fly. But if you feel like what you're doing is fine and is fast for you, you feel like, oh no, this is fast enough. I'm good, right?
Mm.
But you don't know how long it is until somebody comes by and be like, damn, why you doing it that way? Well, you could just point click and do that. But oh shit, you can? Yeah, just point click. You ain't
You
gotta
talking about
drag it. That's it takes too long.
you talking about versus that and sending the information to that person computer, looking at it like, hold on.
But
All right,
no,
Yeah,
but
then you
because
gotta wait.
we
Then
can
you
do
gotta
it
because
wait
in
for
real
it to go
time.
back and forth.
no, no,
If
no,
you
no. What I'm
if you
talking
do
about
something in
is
real
like
time.
you can have a fast interaction versus somebody telling you a detailed flip. How many times when you play a game, you be like, yo, let me see your gameplay, right?
Hmm.
Right? And you like put it on thing on Twitch or whatever,
Right.
right? Now, if I'm playing the game and by myself, I don't know I'm doing anything different or I'm just playing it, right? But I feel I'm efficient at whatever I'm doing. So I'm like cool, right? Unless I'm telling you that I'm caught up into and I'm struggling with something, you're not gonna know unless you are actually looking at me play. And even if I get
I,
caught up, it might
I
not be
say,
something like
right,
like I'm really stuck on. But you'd be like, "Yo, live, why you going that way? Like
right, right, right,
that's
right,
the
right,
hard
right,
way to
right.
go. You can
Yeah.
take the shortcut around the other side." I'll be like, "Oh, for real?" You'd be like, "Yeah, it don't look like you can go that way, but you can." I'll be like, "Oh shit, all right, thanks."
But well, yeah,
That's what
you
I'm
know
talking.
what? Right, he is right. That is right because we do this all the time in the party. Like, where you at in the game at? Well, we such and such. Like, well, no, no, no. We done this all the time. Like, well, if I was right there and I can see what you doing, like he's not lying. I do that. Well, let me see where you at so I can tell you he's not lying. That's like I get what he's saying. So y'all can be at the computer doing the work, and I can just happen to walk by and see what you're doing. And I'm like, yeah, I get what he's saying. I'm like, no, no, no. You know you can do that a different way, right? In the same
Exactly.
environment. I see what
That
he's
shit.
saying, right?
That's where the time gets taken up. Those interactions right there happen all the time at work, but you don't really think about it. Like when people are really legitimately stuck on a problem, people will ask for help, but most of the time people will wait until they have no other choice because they'll try to figure out themselves. But those quick interactions that happen, that's what cuts down on the time because people, again, they're going to like so a problem that somebody gets stuck on might be all day. They trying to figure this shit out. Like, God damn, I can't figure this shit out. Then they finally ask somebody. But if they was at work, somebody from the next cubicle coming over would be like, bro, you could just be like, oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck?
You know what?
Dude be looking like be like, what you doing? Man, I'm trying to get this shit over here. Oh man, you gotta click Alt LY. I'm like, huh? Yeah, just do that. Oh shit, thanks, man. And that's it. Something that took him 10 minutes took this other motherfucker all day. So
But
he wiped out his whole
it can be the other way around too, where they feel like they ain't got no pressure on them because they ain't got nobody looking over their back.
So you think that
um
they just procrastinating? They just taking their own time doing it?
They,
nah
they, they
because
don't have nothing on their back, and then if they do, they serious doing like
Nah, because if you all have to go to the same, have to dump your files at the end of the day at the same time, where the lead or look through them and see what you did, you can't do that shit because they'll know you ain't doing shit. They'll see it.
Then you know
Because I
what?
know
no.
when
Also,
I when I worked
If
on.
I say this,
Hmm,
I say 3 times a week I have a meeting. I usually only had meetings once every 2 weeks. Since we're at home, I have to double it up now. So we have to get together. I need to see what you have. That's being a leader. That's what I need to see what you got, what you stuck on. Why you stuck on it? Tell me why. Don't make a person feel like this because they stuck, they doing something wrong. See, that's the art of being a leader. You're not penalizing them for what they're doing. Like, hey, how can such and such help him on this? How can he get the social media aspect of this game to work? And we all do it as a group. See, that's to me is that's when you're building a family. That's when you're building a group where people trust each other. Where if you do get something live wire and you got stuck, you wouldn't say, you know what, I can go to Flip and Flip gonna help me, and you know what I'm saying, and he gonna do the best he can. He not, I know he knows someone else can help me, and we can stay in house. We ain't got to report to Taku or none of these other motherfuckers that I'm stuck.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, well, that's when you have a team that, well, see, that's the thing. When you have a team of vets that are comfortable with each other,
Hmm.
then those interactions become easier. But if you have a team where you got a lot of people that are like on contracts, you know what I mean, shit like that. Unless you build up your team to function that way, where you're like, all right, we have a buddy system. This is your group. Y'all all work on this game together. So you got the lead person who knows the most shit or has the most, experience, and then you got a couple of people at different levels all working on the same thing. That could work. Um, but depending on the scale of and the size of the team, that's where the shit fluctuates, and it also fluctuates based on, again, how many people that you have that are veterans and are familiar with one another, and then the amount of people that you outsource to come in and help. Like the thing with Halo, that's where you could run into a big issue because they outsourced for a lot of people, right? And when you do that, they're not familiar with the team. They're going to be very self-conscious about saying that they're stuck on something or they don't know how something works, you know. So when you have those type of situations and you're under pressure to get something done by a certain time, that's where you have a lot of conflict. But when you restructure a team and just be like, all right, these are groups, and you make it a little bit easier for people to get information from one another, then things will work a little bit more efficiently. But it's always hard, especially when you're dealing with people that don't really ain't familiar with one another. 'Cause they just
Yeah.
Hmm.
people just hesitate to ask questions because they feel like, man, if I don't know this shit, then they're gonna fire me. That's why motherfuckers don't ask. Everybody wait till the last possible minute. You know. Now some niggas don't care, some do. Some people will be like, fuck it, I'm gonna ask questions all the time. Some
Hmm.
just don't. They just sit
And it,
there.
and it and it definitely, like you said, it definitely depends on the size of the game, what type of game that it is that's being made. So shit,
Mhm.
I can imagine that it's not always easy. You know what I'm saying? It could be.
Now,
I
the
mean,
bigger
I
the
I
game,
get
the
it.
harder it is, bro.
Like, yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it. You can do the remote join home or whatever. Everybody on the court doing it at the same time. But it's always better when you got somebody there that is spotted right then and there. Like, oh shit, come.
Hmm.
I get what
No,
you
but the
saying.
biggest thing is the leadership. It's who in control, who know how to.
That too.
It's
That too.
leadership.
That's a contributing factor to it also.
Yeah. If I,
Yeah,
if
but
I if
but
you know
but
if I know this person, I know Livewire. You good at this. You know
mhm.
what? I need you to take a care. If or and I ask you, can you take care of them 6 modules?
Yeah,
This and that. You be like, yes, because I trust you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like sick. You know what I'm saying? I need this net coach. You know what I'm saying? We building this new fighting game. Can you take care of that with these guys? But see, that's where it comes to leadership where you can
yeah.
sit there and then you looking over everything and they come you don't talk to everybody else, they come talk to you.
Well, see,
and
the
and
bigger
they should
the
not, and a real leader don't get scared and say, you don't want to make it where your crew say, hey, you know what, I can't go talk to my boss and say live, you was like, hey, we was on this, we got caught up in this and that, and my thing is, what can I do to help, and what do you guys need? And you were like,
yeah,
hey, I need about 5 more guys. You got them picked out? I already know you. Yeah, I got it picked out. Going to hire them.
yeah,
I'll talk to the HNIC. That's leadership. That's being a boss, and that's what Phil to me is that person.
yeah. I mean, well, his
Yeah, I was
he
just about to say
he's
that
not
too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not a micromanager anymore, so he don't. He's looking over how, like, his biggest
That ain't
attribute
his
right
job
now
no
is
more.
yeah, his biggest thing is getting more studios so his teams
Mhm.
don't have to crunch as much. So
Mhm.
so they get it to the point where the games that they have so many games coming out that they don't really have to like force anything. You know, that's his objective. You know, we
Uh,
just want content constantly flowing, and so even when the big games don't come out, at least we have medium games to small games to fill in those slots until the big games come. And then they still, even if they do have a bunch of big games that are ready to go, they still got to space them out accordingly. So they'd be like, all right, you know, you're ready. I got like 5 games ready to go, but I ain't gonna drop them all in the same month. So what I'll do is I'll be like, here, y'all, make sure y'all shit is as polished can be, and this is the order we gonna go. We gonna go y'all, and then a month and a half y'all gonna go next, and blah 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 in that order. That's really what is up to him and Booty to really do,
mm.
and and Phil just gonna run out there and buy more shit that he think they can fill in holes that he sees that they can get shit that like some more JRPGs or
Mhm.
publishers. Yeah, because
Mhm.
I think that's be the next thing he does. He'll be like, look, man, if these motherfuckers don't want us to buy Japanese studios, we just gonna have a publisher that publish Japanese games. Like I was on GRG last night saying that a studio that they could buy that I don't think a lot of people are talking about is Square Enix. Because Square Enix publishes a lot of
Yeah, that
Japanese
was mind
games.
blowing. Yeah.
And the thing is like, and it fills a big hole. You'd be surprised as many Japanese games. Now, granted, do I play all them games? Fuck no. Nobody plays every single
So,
game.
so let me
But
ask you this.
but yeah,
Let me ask you this. Since you done brought that, opened up that conversation right there. We
yeah.
all heard a rumor that Microsoft might be buying another company. They always looking to buy another fucking company, whether it's a developer, a publisher, whatever. What company right now would you think would be suitable for them to have? Square Enix, in my opinion, yeah, but if they was to buy it, and here's the second joint, and the second question, and if they was to buy that company, do you not think that they might just say, you know what, we're going to let more people, more platform, different platform other than Microsoft ecosystem get the game because we got a shitload of other game coming down the line that's only
I
going
would.
to be doing our stuff.
Yeah, like I said yesterday, I was saying how the games that are they're kind of known to be like the on everything probably will stay on everything. You probably still get Final Fantasy coming to every platform. You'll still get Kingdom Hearts coming to every platform. But the Tomb Raiders, the DSXs, what else do they have on there? What's that shit with the dude from damn, what was he from? Brazil? Uh the shit
Just cause or whatever.
Just
Just
Cause.
Cause, yeah,
Just
Just
call.
Cause and shit. I can't even name all the damn other Japanese games that they got. Those things could be exclusive to the Microsoft ecosystem. Because again, those games don't like I guess Dragon Quest could also be in that, with the whole thing with Final Fantasy, like they go to everything. But like they can make a bunch of side games and get studios like because those franchises are so big, they could make shit like the Tunic type game for Final Fantasy or whatever. But like if you just having those studios and being able to publish all those Japanese games and being able to put them on their platform, that's a huge thing. Like you're the only platform that has every Final Fantasy, and you could just go be like, guess what? Xbox just one day be like, yo, we're remastering every single Final Fantasy. We're gonna remake them all. From one all the way to whatever the newest one is. It should be crazy, or at
Fanboys
least
to go crazy
until
on that one.
they get to, I guess, the one, what's the most modern one that they have? Is it
15.
12 or 13?
13. Well,
13
No,
is
it's
15.
also
15.
15. 15.
Yeah.
15 is the modern
Okay.
one.
the most modern. All right, 15. So they go back and be like, I'm gonna remaster one. I mean, remake one all the way up to 14. So they're gonna redo them, and I don't know if they'll. I mean, Final Fantasy 7 will be included, but they'll probably go back and clean up some of the issues that they had where, like, the textures was all
Or
fucked
at
up in
least
some
merge it into
places.
one game.
Oh yeah, you could do it
Yeah.
that way too. You could just call it the Final Fantasy Saga and just make it like Halo. Be like, all right, on this just be like in the same thing. It'll have the same thing, that kind of way it happened for Halo Master Chief Collection for PC. It'd be like, all right, so they have multiple teams building each Final Fantasy, but they start from Final Fantasy 1 comes out, and then a year later or a couple months later, Final Fantasy 2 comes out, and you still have that, and then a couple months later, Tomb Raider, the next Tomb Raider drops, and then a couple of months after that, now you got Final Fantasy whatever comes out, and then you got Kingdom Hearts. Like, that's what I'm saying. You could throw, and that's just Square Enix doing that. That's nothing other Microsoft. That's not no Bethesda. That would just be a Square Enix division of Microsoft. Just going to
Okay.
Game Pass. That should be crazy, bro.
Okay, same question, but a different company. Say if Microsoft did had a chance to buy Capcom, do you think that they would proceed the same way? Still let all them games be on third party platform, but we always know they regardless, Microsoft will get a game exclusive only to their platform. How you think they would proceed with that if they was to have Capcom?
Okay, specifically about Capcom, I'm gonna come back on this a roundabout way by mentioning what I said last night about EA. 'Cause the way he asked me the question is what made me even consider EA, because I wasn't gonna say that company. But when you think about the original rumor that it's gonna be a big company, possibly bigger than ZeniMax, and there's very few that's at that level. So I was thinking EA. But then, as y'all is talking, I was considering this last night. It's like, yo, even though you buy the company, like, for example, EA, they don't just put their game on one platform. They put it on every platform. They're trying to maximize that profit in that way. So no matter who you buy, that's a issue to be dealt with. And we see what they're doing with Bethesda. Basically, whatever contract is already there, they're gonna adhere to that, and after that, it's a wrap. That's it. Everything is exclusive. Can the same thing work with Capcom? Yeah. With Capcom? Yes. The thing is that Capcom has a lot of debt. So that probably wouldn't be a possible purchase. But if there wasn't for the debt situation, yeah. And they can easily keep everything exclusive without it feeling weird to nobody, like that's the violation of, how things used to be. Because, like, you're not going to put Madden exclusive to Xbox. That's just wrong. But you could put, the next Street Fighter exclusive. And hell, it happened this generation. If it happened the other way around,
But Sick.
You can't say shit.
Yeah, but Sick. What Japanese companies don't let them, Western companies buy them.
I agree. I don't really think it's going to be a Japanese developer at all.
So the only reason that Street Fighter 5 exists because Sony made it exist, and they did what Microsoft did before, what they did with Tomb Raider. They published they gave them money to make the game and was making the game exclusive. Yep. So Capcom is out of. Think about it.
I really don't think Capcom's in it either. But
the East do not mess with the West when it comes to buying companies. The only reason that Microsoft has a Japanese company now because they bought ZeniMax. They bought the whole fracking thing. Other than that, Capcom is not selling over to Xbox because it's too much to go on. It's too much legal stuff to go on. So when people talking about Microsoft getting you can go pay for it. You can go fund that game. You can fund the game to make it exclusive, just like Platinum. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be making the what's called a game, but when it comes to that, people got to think about business. Why people say, oh, it's no. A lot of countries do not allow you to purchase things in their country, not like that. American is different. Anybody can buy anything in America. I can't go to Europe and go buy everything in Europe. I can't go to Australia and just go buy any company in Australia. I can't even go to the Arctic and buy part of the Arctic. And people got to understand that. I know we got wishes and hopes, but we got to think before, you know what I'm saying? We got to think logically, like my man Spock. Let money say think logically. It ain't happening. And I don't think Microsoft is looking. And I don't think Microsoft looking to buy a big company. I think Microsoft is finding a company that's up and coming, that has tech, that's doing something that's different that somebody else hasn't done.
I think you can, bro, because you light skinned.
I'm beige.
Yeah, he's beige. Yeah, he's beige.
Like, him and the
son ain't beefing like that. Him and the son ain't beefing like that. But yo, I just want to mention something. When y'all were talking early on, I wasn't in. When y'all were talking about that dude Griffin Gaming, I just want to get back to that real quick to say that how messed up the game is that these Sony fanboys is so crazy that a dude could have a successful YouTube presence just on clowning these dudes, because that's all he does in his videos. He clowns Sony fanboys. Like, he'll clown some Xbox fanboys, but Xbox fanboys are really not on the level of these ponies. This dude is flourishing on YouTube. Just
you know what's sick?
Cracking on these dudes. That's ridiculous to me. That's hilarious.
You know what's sick? I think he an undercover Xbox lover. I really do.
Oh no! He openly admits it.
He claims he doesn't have an Xbox though.
Yeah, I know, but I think he's undercover about it.
No, today's episode he mentioned he got one. No, he been had one. No, he has one X. He said that in today's episode.
No. That's not what I'm saying. You know how some people were like, well, I got all the console, blah, 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 but my primary console was this, and this. No, I think that dude's an undercover Xbox lover. Because some of the videos I've seen, he's like, I can guarantee you the Xbox guys is not worrying about that. It's the way he talking whatever like that, I said,
I know what you're talking about. He kind of talked to like eliminate any thoughts you thinking he's just purely an Xbox guy who's joking on PlayStation guys. He's just kind of like an outside person who still see the bullshit and is clowning on PlayStation dudes. Like, he tries to take that role, but I agree with you. I don't really think he's that. I really think he's more of an Xbox fan, like, but not like diehard like us. But at least he
right. He know how to play a part.
He know how to play preference, and he try to hide that part.
He know how to play it. He know how to play the game.
He's a PC guy. Straight Duval, but he's not exclusively. It's pretty clear.
Yeah. Nah, he a PC guy because he showed make a post on Friday when I was at work. He said thank you Xbox and PlayStation guys for buying me my 3018 my 3080.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. He's flourishing on YouTube and he's making them YouTube checks just because he's clowning on the fanboys, and that's how he's paying for the video card. And look, he thanking y'all.
Shit, I ain't mad at him. Do your thing, man.
Yo, Sleepy's name is Griffin Gaming on YouTube. He makes
making money, go ahead.
He's clowning these ponies all day long. Griffin Gaming.
The shit funny to me. He entertaining. At least he entertaining.
Yeah,
he's hilarious.
I give you that. He entertaining, but I don't give a fuck what y'all say. That motherfucker still the Xbox guy in the sky. Fuck y'all.
Definitely.
No, I think he did say. No, I think he did. I think he did say. He said, "I don't both. If I get a console, I get an Xbox Series X."
No. He said that. He did say that. He said that. But I'm just saying the way he said it. Like he said in a sarcastic way, like how Sick was saying that he said it, but like, yeah, I was still. You got to know how to play the field, man. You got to know how to do that. Because if you play one side more than the other, he in a perfect space where he can just do that. He can do that because the moment he decides, the moment he says, that he's something other than a PC player, a gamer, whatever, that's when shit gonna hit the fan. And
But
I
he,
think he's doing a good job at
but he,
how
he
he
found his
playing it
niche in
off.
the game. He found his niche in the game.
Right,
Like a
right,
lot of
and
people
that's a
don't
good
find their
thing.
niche in the game. He
Yep,
found his niche in
yep.
the game.
He know how to.
Yeah,
That's
He
what I'm
found out.
saying. He know how to play the game. He know how to play
Yeah.
the game very well on YouTube.
A
And
lot, yeah, a
like you
lot of
said,
people don't
I
play
don't
the
knock him.
game. They think they can
I
just
don't
come
knock
on
him.
YouTube and I can just make a video and I'm gonna be a YouTube star. It don't work that way.
but
Nope.
if you think about this, after Iron Wolf and Crab Gamer became ponies, when's the last time you hear an Xbox guy just saying some wild, crazy shit?
Oh,
You, ain't hear,
we
you don't
can't.
really hear people talking about
So
the
many, man.
2080. So the Xbox will be the next console with 3, 4, 5, 2080 Ti, Titans, whatever the hell. You don't get
Only
those
they
talks
talk like
anymore.
that. Only you know what? I'm glad
Nobody
you say
talking
that.
about
But
secret sauce.
live.
Yo,
But
think about this. We had an Xbox Series X. You ain't hear not one time an Xbox guy come up talk about Xbox needs secret sauce. Not one time. Think about it. They ain't saying that Xbox had no secret sauce with no secret chip and the magical super booster. You ain't hearing none of that shit. Once the motherfuckers went over to the PlayStation side, you don't hear none of that crazy shit no more.
All right, you know what? I'm glad you said that.
but
But the power of the SSD is the secret sauce now.
yeah, but live. Hang on, but live. Did we? Hey, but
Word.
live. This is the whole thing. Live was there. Me and live was there. Did we go down with the shit with their ass?
Oh yeah.
We rolled down. We didn't sit there. They locked, man. They did the motherfucking Sea of Thieves. We Sea of Thieves there. So they locked. We couldn't do it no more.
Yeah.
We just
Well,
couldn't do it no more.
a lot of them claimed, oh man, CFT was my thing, yo. You talking about? Next thing you
Oh
know,
man, that was
they got Gears of War tattoos.
yo. When
Mhm.
Cass was
Well, I think one of them already had that tramp stamp anyway.
no man, I
Yeah, that's
can't.
for a while.
Nah, but when Cass was out there claiming see if these was the game of the generation, I was like, I don't know about that one, but it's a good game. But it's the hyperbole that kills me, man. It's not the whole like, bro. Opinion is opinion. You could like what you like, but when you saying it's the best of all time, be like motherfucker come out, be like, oh, I went to this hamburger place. That's the best hamburger ever made. I'm like, man, you ain't been to every hamburger joint. Shut the fuck up. You talking about?
Instead of
You
using
don't
salt, they
know.
use seasoned salt on the fries and shit.
Right. Well,
He
hold on.
be like,
Let me explain to the people out there how this PlayStation shit joint got started with Xbox. Because I can break this whole story down real quick that I know is a fact. Because I've been seeing this shit since the Xbox came out. How people was getting mad, how it was crashing. It ain't gonna do no good. It ain't gonna last long. And for the love of God, I have no idea why they was acting like this. Now, mind you, this is older me, but still younger me in the game. Like, okay, I'm seeing a console that's coming out that's great. Okay, wow, I'm gonna try that out. No, I don't buy that shit. Sega gonna whip that Xbox ad. Da 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 da. Same thing as we know, the early pony in its fetus stage was about to come out or whatever. It was they were still like baby fetus or whatever in the belly. Y'all me hating on the Xbox. I bullshit y'all not. I'm telling y'all this. Ain't GameStop. You know what I'm saying? Before they bought EB game, I'm telling y'all, the shit went down. I seen it unfolding. So I'm like, oh, why are y'all so mad about this Xbox thing? Wouldn't you be happy that there's more console out there that we can get the chance to play or whatever? I'm not thinking on people having a money issue or whatever console it is that you bought. I'm thinking like, yo, this is hot. I'm saying this is like another American system or whatever. But why you
Yo,
want to buy that or whatever?
Flip, don't forget in those days, Microsoft was like the fucking devil.
I
Like
know. Hold on. I know. I'm gonna get to
People
there.
were hating on them for many
I'm gonna
reasons.
get there. Hold on. I'm gonna get there. So as time goes on, the Xbox come out. It's playing games. It's showing games way better than the PlayStation or what was that? The PlayStation 2 or whatever. People have I've been hearing people talking shit like, nah, man, nobody want that shit. And mind you, as this going on before social media hit, there was no one on the Xbox side talking about Sony. So I'm just telling you who cast the first stone, which was Sony. Sony and them was casting the first stone, or some of them people that used to be Nintendo guys or Sega guys. It was. I felt this, and I knew this was coming. I said this concert going to be high. I could
Oh,
tell
and
this concert going to
don't
last.
forget, before we even heard about the Xbox, there was an interview from the head of PlayStation, I think it was at the time. So that would have been Ken Kuder, not Ken Kutaragi. Who was the guy? The guy who said Riggs Racer, that guy.
Yeah.
Soon
Oh no.
became-
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get there. I'm gonna get there. So as time goes on, or whatever, you get up to the 360. Lord and behold, is my cousin. I'm telling y'all from the door, my cousin was like, "Oh man, you over there playing that bullshit?" Now, mind you, one time power went out. We had to get somebody to fix the power. I let my cousin hold the Xbox. The motherfucker act like they want to get that shit back. I'm telling y'all, they act like they want to give it back, but they was a pony dude. So as time continued on moving further and further up with the Xbox, all I kept hearing was from Pony Dude. No Xbox guy, I know this for a fact. No Xbox guy was talking shit about the PlayStation. Bam, social media hit. Everybody with the Twitter finger, this and this and this. You have this new joint. Mind you, hating on, it always been a console war, but it never been like this. It never been this drastic. Though they talking about killing people, mom, stabbing people, cutting their scooters off, or poking motherfuckers and shit. It never got that crazy, whatever. As this generation came up with Xbox One, the shit blew up crazy, all crazy. All you hear is PlayStation do attacking Xbox. And I'm saying this, they've been taking Xbox guys ever since the original Xbox. Xbox guys haven't said nothing. And I always was wondering, like, okay, but if the Xbox guys not saying anything, why do y'all got a problem with the Xbox? I never understood with IGN, to Tattoo, whatever their name is, GameSpot, Radar, and all these other companies. I never understood why they was attacking the Xbox. I'm like, well, what did the Xbox do, whatever? And we bring back up to what Six was saying earlier. Well, Microsoft is the devil. They did this and this. You wasn't even born in. You wasn't born, and if you was a little child when that happened. How you even know this is true? I'm telling y'all think I'm bullshitting y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's always been Sony. It's always been Sony or some other company that has something against the Xbox. For some crazy apparent reason, they just hated the system from day one, and I never understood that. And I'm like, well, wait a minute, what did they do? And here you go, well, because Microsoft was the devil. Who told you this? They don't know.
I still can't remember the name of the dude, but anyway. There was an interview they had with this dude, and this was before the Xbox was even announced. I don't even think it was really even a rumor, although everybody always assumed, Xbox would Microsoft would get in the game one day. But back in those days, it was an interview with dude, and he was like, I forget what the question was specifically, but basically his answer will tell you everything you need to know. That Nintendo's is not our competition. Our competition is Microsoft, and Microsoft wasn't even in the game yet. They even announced nothing yet. It wasn't even actually really rumors. The rumors really started from that interview and that question. That shows you how far the stones were tossed at Microsoft before they was even in it. And to me, I kind of feel like that's what started the whole thing in the first place. I still can't remember his name, though.
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name either. I seen that same one. I seen that same interview. I know exactly who you're talking about. But I'm just saying, for those ponies out there who just got grudge against the Xbox for no apparent reason, and I ask this question all the time, why do y'all hate Xbox? Do not tell me the controller. Do not tell me the game. Do not tell me, the way the graphics look.
That's what it is. Thank God.
Yeah, do not tell me none of them bullshit that y'all said. Do not say because they got Forza, Halo, and Gear. Do not tell me that. I'm asking a legitimate question on some real stuff. Why is it that y'all hate the Xbox? No one can come forward and tell me the truth. Why they hate the Xbox? Have you even tried the system yet? No one can ever come forward and tell me exactly why they hate the Xbox. That's the only question I ask. Why do you hate the Xbox? That's all I ask. No one give me a legitimate reason. I hear all kinds of stupid ass reasons. I don't like the way the control fit. Well, you do know that you got this little switchboard. I was telling people, listen here, that I bought that I can hook the PlayStation controller up to the Xbox. There's a little switch. It configured all by itself, and you can play it. That's how I play my PlayStation 3. Hook my 360 controller right up to the switch and right up to the little switchboard and right up to the PlayStation. They still make these devices. It's even to the point they got controllers. They got PlayStation controllers that look like Xbox controllers, third party, that work just as well.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, word.
I'm telling you, no one ever gave me a legitimate reason. They can't.
I could tell you a genuine reason why I drink alcohol.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
We already know why that.
Well, yo, it's like racism. It's what they've been brought up on. That's all they know. Anything against what they know, they just afraid of. They just want to talk shit about it. And there's already a whole, environment and culture out there of talking shit, and they want to be down with social media only making it worse. They want to be down, so they go and talk shit, and they just repeat shit. They don't even know what they say, and it's pretty clear when you see these ponies. They don't even know what they just repeat the same old line of the week, but they can't even explain anything if you ask them any details. Ain't got nothing to tell you ever.
But see, that's what make leaders instead of followers. You know what I'm saying? I like to group myself with with leaders, not followers. You know what I'm saying? I see the rhetoric every day, and some things I laugh. It's so stupid sometimes. I don't even involve myself. I don't even want to involve myself because it's like some Stone Age shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like Stone Age. I'm not finna go pick and go sit there and go at somebody that intelligence is like a pea. You know what I'm saying? A green pea. They don't know no better. So I just let them run with it. And then all of a sudden, because watch, if Xbox comes out hot like we supposed to is, everybody gonna be like, it's gonna be Xbox. Man, I was Xbox, always Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
They just did me wrong.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the lineup. I didn't like this. Watch, it's going to line. You got them turning down.
Mm-hmm.
You got them turning down, but it's not our fault. Like, we fought the good fight. I like what I play. I don't go this straight on the interweb and say, fuck PlayStation.
I don't like the Xbox because it looked like a VCR.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How the hell you even know what a VCR? My nigga, you only fucking 15. How you know what a VCR look like?
You got to learn who you're talking to sometimes.
Yep.
And then some people need to do this because this is their day job now. They left their job. They thought it was going to be YouTube stars, and it ain't happening. We know people that got crusty shit all on their lips, and we don't know where that shit come from. Somebody done did something nasty. Rich.
Oh, Lord. Jesus.
Oh, snap.
Rich. Something
Oh
wrong.
man, I don't know what's going on with Rich.
I knew what he was talking about. I didn't know you were gonna say the
I
name.
did too. I knew.
Those
I
are
knew you
kids
talking
who
about.
sucking on
I
the
ain't said the
cucumber,
whole
man.
name. I just said it's for government name. But
Yeah.
nigga, you need to go to the
Rich,
clinic,
you
dog.
No, listen here, Rich. I don't know what's going on with your situation out there, bro. But on some real shit, is your wife beating your ass?
No,
really, because they look Rich on some real shit. I know you out there, and I know you be listening. Your wife be beating your ass, man. Are you a part of the abuse? That's why you like sucking on them cucumbers?
He might it might be a man whooping his ass. Shit, we don't know.
No, I think it's
tied up and slapped
I
around
think
and
his
shit.
wife is whooping his ass with that cucumber.
I don't know.
They look like
no.
cucumber blisters.
How do you know what a cucumber blister look like, nigga?
Because he always pull it out and suck on it.
So how you?
I just told you. I just told you how.
Yo, what the fuck?
I just told you, nigga. Rich pull out a cucumber every video and suck on it. Like, what the fuck? What else it gonna be? Unless somebody giving his lip a Bloody Mary and he getting beat up.
I don't know what it is. He may be
every video.
I don't know.
Every video he stood up, he start dancing and stuff, and he pull up a cucumber. I don't know what's going on. Like, it got to be that.
I don't know. I just said Rich. I didn't say the whole word.
Listen here. I Listen here, I'm gonna say the whole
Everybody talking
goddamn
about
name.
what you say,
I'm gonna say
Rich.
the whole name. Rich Review Tech be playing with them cucumbers in his mouth. I don't know what's going on.
He might like cucumbers in his mouth.
Yeah, he likes it a little too much.
Well, that's between him and them cucumbers, man.
Yeah, man.
I
Rich
said
got
get help. I just told him to go to the
Listen
clinic.
here. That
That's
question
all
ain't
I
going
said.
so
Go
bad.
to the clinic. I ain't
What
want
they,
to
what they
get
got? What they got? Cucumber ointment?
Yeah, it might be something. He might got some
They got.
orangutan. He might
Boy
got some
got some cucumber.
orangutan shit or something. We don't know. Shit.
Nah, nigga.
You know?
Nah, nigga.
Allegedly.
Yeah, we don't. I ain't got a legend or nothing.
I
I
ain't
don't know
alleging
what it is.
shit. I ain't alleging shit.
Maybe the cat rolled on. Maybe the cat rolled up on him and had something. We don't know. Shit.
You said that cat. Yeah, all
Yeah.
right. That's a big ass cat.
Hey, I don't know, cause I don't watch his shit like that.
I'm just,
I
I'm
be
just
keeping
saying.
it real.
I'm just saying. Hey, Rich.
Yo,
Ray.
sleep. Yes.
I don't know what's going on, Rich, but you need help, man. I'm trying to
Yo,
be there for you, bro.
hey man, let me change the subject real quick. Because we going real left with that one. So listen, yo, Sleepy brings up a good point, yo. 3 more weeks, man. 3 more weeks. Who's not getting hype right now? Like, yo,
I'm
it's
hyped.
coming
I still gotta
close.
go. I gotta go run into the store to go get mine because they ain't got no shit for to pre-order.
Yeah. So
Yep.
yeah, what you
I'm gonna have
acting
to.
like
I'm
she
gonna.
That's what
ain't
I gotta
right?
do.
If you hear that, big dude,
Sock him up. Like
like Lemon say, light skin dude, got
got parked.
prosecuted for
Got parked.
slapping a. Yeah,
I got.
I ain't gonna get parked.
Think
Hell
of like
no.
I think I always talk about parking
I will
somebody.
be parking
Leave that niggas
somebody.
alone.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga try to park me. Shit, nigga, I'm hitting you with my car, dog.
I'll
Be
be
like,
running through
yo, that
traffic,
nigga ran
slapping
up
a
on the
couple
curb
kids
and
out
ran
there.
him over. That
Listen,
nigga
Try
said
to
he
hit
parked
mine.
me. I said, nigga, I parked right on you. Fuck my car, nigga. Shit.
Damn, you gonna park it? Just for Xbox Series S? Yeah, nigga.
He's like, yo, he had to come. They had to come get the fire department and tow truck driver to get that fucking car off his leg.
Hey,
Yeah, I
Paul.
just left it that nigga. He was just crying like a little
Hey, Paul.
bitch.
Longwise say he gonna use his light skin privilege to get his Xbox Series S.
Oh, you
Hey, what I
stupid.
say? Hey, what I
This
told you
nigga
earlier?
stupid.
Hey, funny, what I told you? I went
What?
down the street. I told you. That's what I told you. That's I went down the street for the job with the Target. I told the big, said big girls look like princess and shit. Like, baby, I'll take you out on a date. The crab check. So please let me know what these motherfuckers
Oh
said.
shit.
Said if you don't say shit,
He said this nigga Bone was trying to convince that bitch to let him take. He was like, I'll take you to Red Lobster on your welfare check. Let's go. I said, oh shit.
How you treat her? How you treat her on her own check? I never seen no shit like that.
Hey, I was
Hey,
like, hey.
how was she gonna get on a date?
No, I said, I'll take you out. No, because
What,
we
the
got
date
down the
is the
street. We got
treat?
a what's called it? We got a Joe's crab. No,
Yeah,
we got
that's what
we got a Joe's crab shack down the street. I said, I don't eat seafood. I'll just watch you eat that motherfucker while I'm just rubbing on this Xbox One X. You know what I'm saying? Just get me what, you know what I'm saying? You better tell me, and I'm off that day too. So you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna come out here. I'm on my own recognizance. I'm not even on the I'm not even on the job.
You gonna
Hey,
take a girl to
hey, Sleepy
Joe's
got
crab shack?
hold on. Hey, Sleepy, look, this what you do. Your job won't let you off. What you do is you get sick that day.
Oh shit.
That's
Yeah.
how you do it. You
Yeah,
get
tell
sick
me
the
you need
day
to get
Start
before.
walking
quarantined for
around
14
coughing a
days.
few days before.
Just
Yep,
be
get
like,
quarantined
yeah,
14
man.
Start
days.
sneezing and shit. Yeah.
No, you don't even do that. Just be like, man, I got the shits, man. Can't get off this toilet. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I just shit. That's all I got,
Shut
man.
up. I ain't coming in today.
He said I got the bubble
What they gonna
guts.
say?
Yeah, he be like, yo, I got bubble guts. It's gonna be like this
Like,
for a
wait
minute, man.
They're like,
I
wait a
don't
minute,
trust my stomach.
He like, wait a minute, why you shit like that? Oh, the CV got my stomach. The CV
Man.
got my stomach.
If
Like,
you call it, see, sleepy. You don't call in and see sleep. I don't know. You know the deal how to call off. You call off the shift before the shift. So if you work in the morning, you call off that night before. If you work in the mornings, if you work at night, you call out that morning. So he don't even know that you even called off until he walk in like, oh shit, fuck.
and if you work, listen here. And if you work second shift, I mean 3 o'clock till 1 o'clock, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. That shit don't even matter. You might as well go on in, make them duggets, and keep it moving. Then go grab your Xbox when you get off.
Nah,
If you
this
need
is
a
what.
doctor's note, just hit me up 228-100. Don't hate. Call me
Or
up.
two-
I'll get you a doctor's note.
I got one better. 215. Flip money ain't gonna lie.
Now, if you get caught, now the thing is, if you get caught online trying to buy Xbox, and they be like, yo, Darius, you just stand there. You don't even acknowledge what they saying. Darius, I've been talking to you. What the hell
What
you
you
talking
doing?
about?
No, what you do is, if you got kids like I do, just say your child was on your Xbox or your wife. Oh no, she be on there trying to watch movies and stuff. That's all. No, that wasn't me.
Well,
For
that's
one,
if
you
you
ain't
going,
supposed to
guys.
have my Xbox ID. For two, if you do it, I'm gonna kick your ass because I ain't tell you. I don't want you to. I ain't no friends with you. That's personal. This is business.
Matter of fact, fuck it. Just leave your Xbox on. Shit, he ain't gonna know the difference. Say I always leave that shit on.
Shit, listen, man. You don't know. Me and my brother, we look alike, even though I'm 3 years older than him. So the thing is, like, if somebody thinks that I'm him, either I play along and be like, yeah, that's me, or I act like I don't know that nigga. So shit, like that nigga used to get me in trouble all the time, talking about your race stay cutting classes. Like, cutting class? What? Yo, ma, telling you, I ain't cutting no class. Your teacher said you was cutting class, so you running out the building. So what the fuck?
Hold on. Your mom? You mean to tell me your mom had two green giant, two green ass giant? You and your cousin both two tall ass
Three.
motherfucker. Three.
It is three of us. We all 6'5" and up.
This motherfucker. Only lie wire. Only lie wire, boy. I tell you.
Ain't none of them in the league. Damn shame.
We ain't play ball like that. We play ball, but not like we ain't no like you gotta really want to play ball to be in the league. Like nigga, you gotta be obsessed with that shit.
Hold on. Vodka said 8 feet dude with light skin money.
Oh shit.
and he still can't get an Xbox One X. He got to settle for the Series X. That's fucked up.
That's
Man,
what
I took PTO for that day way in advance. I don't know about you. I got that day open. I'm gonna be here waiting for Amazon, for UPS and FedEx to come checking out. I'm gonna be sitting right in the living room with the windows.
We already know what to do with
you. You know they don't knock no more.
Hey, listen here. Hey, Punisher, listen here. We already know what to do to him. We gonna lock the party. He ain't coming in.
Oh shit.
You ain't locking the party. You ain't coming in. You ain't gonna come in there. Everybody got one.
You say we don't want to hear your shit.
You and your brother Lamone's. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, none of y'all got pre-orders in?
No, we ain't getting no damn pre-orders in.
Really?
Hold on. Do you hear this? Did you hear how we sell? Did you just hear what we just said? We gonna lock your ass out the party. You gotta know that after we get
I had no idea. I honestly didn't know. I didn't know. For real.
I ain't got no.
And we
I told I was gonna sell my own brother. So told me he can't be my brother no more if I don't get one.
Oh,
you
right.
You don't hear the bitterness in our voice? We sound like a strong woman right now.
Hey, I didn't say all that.
Now I gotta get up extra early and send us out of trade.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I gotta do.
Man, we grabbing guns and drugs and all too. I'm trying to barter and everything.
Babies out the way.
Hey man.
I got my son on deck. I said you ain't going to school on that day. Nigga, I need you at Walmart on 20th Street East.
Damn. You gonna hold that line. You gonna hold that spot for me.
I said use my card, get your ass Uber. You want one? You need to, you know what I'm saying? You better get your ass out there, go hustle.
You better make sure. I can do that with my
I might be knocking your son out the way to get one.
I don't blame you.
I'm looking for a little boy carrying one. I'm like,
he might come out with 3. Like, yeah, I only paid for one. Well, this old crafty ass. Like, this is for cousin. How'd you get 3?
I couldn't get my daughter to do it. She fucking around, get it and sell it for herself. Like, wait a minute. What? Yeah.
Yeah,
Just turn
you can't work
that
around with
quick, man.
some of these kids, man. Shit, some of these
You
kids
gotta
bad
watch
as
that.
hell.
They
For
crafty.
Be
real,
be
you gotta
like,
watch
be like,
that.
man, he be like, yo, dog, I need an Xbox. He be like, nah, I ain't buying you no Xbox. Where your fucking daddy at? Hold up, you ain't gonna buy me no Xbox? No, I ain't buying you no goddamn Xbox. Yo, mister, this dude tried to grab my butt. Oh shit. Which one you want? You want the Series S or the X? I want both, bitch.
Oh shit!
Yup. Get that motherfucker caught up and shit. Like, what happened? He tried to get me in an entanglement right at the cashier shit.
Man, there's gonna be some entanglements that day. Apparently, goddamn.
Yeah, like, what you got? Yeah, I got the Xbox Pop. Good, good girl. That's what I'm talking about. High five, baby girl. High five. Shit.
Daddy loves you.
Daddy love you. Look at the bag. This is serious. What? This is an Xbox One X. This ain't no damn Series X. That'd be fucked up. You look at the bag, it ain't what it is. I'll be mad as shit.
I hit
Yeah.
my man Lottie Dottie up. And I'm like, man, you need to call me. I think he called me the other day, but he didn't. He come from the right number. I don't answer everybody's phone calls these days.
Oh yeah,
And
another thing. I think it's funny. Everybody had already done hers. Phil retweeted again. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I really believe it's PR. I don't think none of them games coming to the PlayStation. I think it's really PR now.
Well, they've been saying they trying to be nice about it.
Yeah,
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 they
they
like how
niggas
did.
them,
many
but
other ways
nah.
they
And they
gotta
don't
say
want
it?
to
That's
come
what I
right
said
out
on the
and say
podcast
it,
last
but
night. Like, yeah, how many
Yeah,
different ways they gotta say it? It's no, it's not coming. You're not getting it on PlayStation.
Yeah.
yeah. He just said
Yeah,
it in a nice way. He said, "I'm not going to stop. No,
exactly.
I'm not going to stop no one for enjoying playing these games off of any platform longer than the Xbox ecosystem." I don't understand what part y'all didn't
as long
understand.
as
Like it's right
as long
there.
as that platform supports Game
It's
Pass.
And just
like
like I
If your
said,
platform don't support Game Pass, you are ass
you
yeah,
out.
already know you
yeah.
ain't
And
getting
there's three,
it.
potentially four in the future. There's consoles, there's PC, there's mobile, and the web. Like, what more do you
Build the
want? It's not
platform.
gonna be on PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Build the
It's not gonna be
platform.
on PlayStation.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's it. He just said it. Build the
Definitely.
platform on the phone,
Yeah.
but that's not. Yeah, that's that. We don't own no phone. That's somebody else. We just providing Xbox Cloud. That's just our service. So yeah, that it's going to be on that. That's yo. I swear, man. You gotta watch how they do their PR, man. I like the way Phil do that. I might have to holler at him again later on.
you ain't never
Yeah,
talked to no damn Phil Spencer.
I'm just waiting for Phil Spencer to finally cuss their ass out so they can stop asking the same damn
That's what they
question
got me for.
over and over.
That's what they got me
Ain't gonna do
for
that.
because
Cause I know
they ask.
he's tired of that shit, man. Everywhere he
Ain't
go,
gonna
they
do
ask
that.
him the same damn
See,
question.
I
that's why
told
you know
Phil.
what
Phil.
God works in mysterious ways. That's why I'm not
Oh
the leader
hell,
of Xbox.
this
Because
dude.
if I
Here
be the
we
leader of
go.
Xbox,
Here we
trust
go.
me, I'd have been. So what you gonna do with Bethesda? Why the fuck you want to know?
See.
Because we just want to know if it's gonna. We don't care about PlayStation 5. They's not alive.
Punish it.
We get their
Punish it.
money.
It's not Johnny
Yeah.
5. Okay, we
Hey,
understand.
punish it. That's why he got
Like,
fired. Talking like that. That's exactly why he got fired.
hey,
Leaving
no, I
too.
didn't get fired. They paid me. They paid me to leave. It's like bum. They paid me to leave.
You got a
No,
little
they
loose
did.
off that goose, and
Yeah,
They
no, they
paid me to
did.
that's
leave.
what happened.
That's
No, they
worse, you
did.
know. That's
They
worse.
paid me to
They pay
leave,
you
What
to
he
and
leave.
then
no,
Flip
they
and Flip happy because he got my new job. That's cool.
no, they didn't. They told him to take that brown box to keep moving. That's
And
all they
Pies
did.
back, don't go out
They
the
paid
front,
him a
go out the
brown
back.
box.
They made him go out the back door. Man.
Yup. Yeah. Why gotta go out the back door? Don't worry about it. We letting you leave with your dignity. Your dignity. What? You just get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. That's what the fuck happened.
We talked to a motherfucker that want to be a cleaner. And fuck you.
Hey, listen
Oh
here.
shit.
Hey, listen here. That picture's handsome. That is a handsome gentleman right there that you see. A handsome specimen of an alien. That's me right there, man. That's me.
What? Say that word again.
I said that's me right there. A handsome
No, say that
gentleman.
the S word again.
Specimen? What are you talking about? What?
What the fuck is that word?
Oh Lord
Specimen.
A
Specimen.
Jesus.
specimen.
See, he don't know.
I'm
He
gonna
don't
get his
know.
ass. See, I
No,
told you
not.
you
No,
can get.
no,
I
you're not.
told you can get caught at any
I don't know
moment.
why.
See, y'all
I
don't
don't know why
know.
you think you gonna
Anybody
get me.
can get at any. I told you I was gonna get your monkey ass. I told you I was gonna get you. Y'all got me
You
last
didn't
night.
get
Y'all
me.
got me the last
You didn't
before.
get me. But you
I'm gonna
didn't get
get
me.
y'all.
I'm gonna get
You
you.
can't even say the motherfucking word right.
I don't give it because I'm laughing at your ass.
Uneducational motherfucking intellectual having ass bum. So y'all want to know what we do on Xbox? This is what we do.
Okay. All right, you can say that. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
this
get
is
you.
yeah.
I'm
I
gonna get you.
told you I was gonna
Okay.
get you. I said I told
Okay.
you.
You
So
gotta
y'all
take
got
your
me for the
lumps. You gotta
last
take your
2
lumps.
weeks.
Hold on. You sure you want to use that one? Cause you know I'm gonna get you tonight. Or you sure you want to use that
No,
one?
we ain't. No, we gonna do that private. That G4P classified right there.
No,
That's
not now.
G4P.
No,
That's G.
no.
No, that's
Hold on, not
G4P
on air.
classified
Nah,
Not
spot.
he
on
But
air.
we can
he
go
ain't talking
bust
right
it
now. He
down
talking
tonight.
about when
I'm
you get on
full.
tag.
No, not on
That's
air.
G4P
T.
classified, man.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna
What
do
the
it on
hell,
air.
man?
I'm not gonna do it on air, but I'm gonna get you tonight. You sure you want
Yo,
to
do
Yeah.
use
it
that?
later. I want to hear
When we
this.
get, cause when we get off, you know I'm gonna get you.
Hey, hey,
You know I'm gonna get you.
I gotta pay what
You
I
know I'm
owe.
gonna get you.
I gotta pay what I owe.
Yeah, you go to bed, all
Wow,
right.
his voice all breaking up and stuff now. Must be serious.
Yeah, I gotta pay for what I
Yeah,
owe. Like I say,
yeah.
this is what we do.
Yo,
See,
I
y'all be
know
see,
what.
this is just a treat. What we do, anybody can get it, including me.
Yo,
And we
That's how
like
it is.
DS9, and we like the new Discovery. Flip, I just
yeah.
turned Flip to a Discovery guy now. He's enjoying it.
Wait, so how is that show? Because I
Okay,
haven't really watched it.
I'll let you get that one. I'll let him have that one. But I'm still getting your ass when we get on. I'll
No
let you
homo.
get that Discovery Joy. I'll let you use that one. Okay, you
Hmm.
better off using that one than me fucking up on the word real quick, laughing and shit. All right,
I know.
yeah, you better take that one. You better take that Discovery and take the other one back.
Oh. Y'all be thinking.
Yeah,
Y'all be thinking.
we don't
Yeah.
talk about PlayStation and shit on Xbox Live Party like what y'all think, whatever y'all may pop
We
in
give
your
y'all sneak
head
peek. Y'all
or
coming off
whatever.
part. Yeah, we have
We don't.
fun,
We don't.
and we
We
don't take
don't.
it serious. If you ain't got
Me
a
and this
sense of
nigga, me
humor,
and this, me and this nigga argue
every
all the
5 minutes.
time, every damn time. Livewire said it before in our earlier shows a few weeks back. Like these niggas over here arguing about the craziest shit. He said, yeah.
Discovery is abomination. Oh, we gonna have to get you on the show, Shady, and talk about. We gonna have to. We have to put you. Well, we got to put him on. What you call it, huh? We gonna put you on
Like
Flip
Roy's
Show
vibrations.
or Royal Vibration podcast to talk about
Hmm.
that one because
Hold on. You know
I'm
what?
a, yeah.
Listen here, I'm not gonna knock you if you love D Space Nine. Yes, it is the best. But on some real shit though, Discovery is doing better than what it did the last 2 seasons. I trust me. I am one with the Force. I am one with the Trekkie. Believe me when I tell you that. Give a couple more episodes. I'll let you listen here. You talking to me? I'll let you know if that shit is dog shit. Cause the
Yeah,
last
we
two
gonna put.
seasons
You
was
got to
What
put
dog
you
shit.
season
Shady on.
three?
Yeah, we
Season
gonna
three
get
started
Shady on
already?
Royal Vibration
Yeah,
podcast, man.
right.
Cause,
Yeah,
'cause we gotta get you on there because that's when to talk. That's when we talk the big shit. And the thing about it, Flip can't even lie. I fought for Discovery. Did I fight it? You act like I worked
yeah,
for
I ain't
CBS.
gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. He was fighting for Discovery like he worked for them. I'm like, you not even a fucking trackie. How dare you talk like that in my presence? This motherfucker
Yeah,
still fighting. I don't care what
we
you
was
say.
going
Jay.
pound
It's
for
good.
pound.
Yeah.
Yo,
It,
I've
He
only
would
seen
not
the
give
first
up.
episode, and I
He would
didn't
not give up.
finish all of Picard, yo. So I can't even talk, yo.
no,
Listen,
Picard is. I like Picard
God
too.
is
Thing
all
about
right.
it is,
Yeah,
It's
look,
all
I
right.
just haven't finished it,
It's
yo,
all
and I
right.
only saw one episode of Discovery, the first one. That was it.
McCarty is all right. I ain't gonna hold you. It's the second season that's going to make it or break it. You know what I'm saying?
listen. These dudes is too much tricky for me, man. It's one time we sitting in that party chat. These motherfuckers talking so much Star Trek, and all this shit. I swear, this nigga Flip started speaking Klingon and shit, and Bone was over there
What?
drunk as hell trying to mumble that shit back. I said, "What the fuck?"
That He not lying. He not lying. That nigga just got drinking. Nah, I don't want to hear that shit. You gotta holler at me when I'm sober. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm like, yo, the nigga, just shut the fuck up, then nigga. Stop talking. Nah, man, I'm not. Man, shut your dumb ass up. You drunk? The fuck is you trying to talk to me before you drunk? Nah, cause I'm just trying to say that shit.
That's
Hold on,
exactly
Flip.
how it go
Hold on,
down
Flip.
too.
Hold on,
And I-
Flip. Flip. Just let me. Can I say one thing for a couple seconds? Can I say one thing? All right, go ahead. All right, I say, y'all, you don't understand what you say. Hold on, let me say something for 3 more minutes. Just give me 3 more minutes. Like, what the fuck? This nigga keep asking for more minutes. This shit's like, what the fuck? What is the telephone service or something? Like, yo, telephone be having me tired.
Hey,
But
that's
I
how
can
we
know
do
that.
it.
But I can
I'm
know it.
telling
But I
you.
can know this. He be in there
If you
laughing
don't,
and shit.
hey, if we was on PlayStation, they hear our conversation, we'd be mad because they be recording your shit, even though they all do.
Yeah, that
No,
shit is
Oh,
look,
that's a
crazy,
good
man.
question. That's a good question, though. I don't know, though. Since you asked that, Vodka, when will somebody else listening to the podcast or something? Cause I hear
no,
feedback.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Yeah, there's an echo going
Vodka
on.
said, when will GameStop
Okay.
get that treatment? You know, when will they start utilizing all the other service that Microsoft got for them? That's a good question. I don't
They're
know.
probably already using them.
I don't know.
I
I don't know
think
when
I
Microsoft
that.
has
think
them.
because they just announced that they're gonna shut down the PlayStation Store like for Vita games and a lot of other older stuff. I think that's when they're about to do a switchover. I think that's coming the end of the month.
I'm sorry. Say that again. They shut down the PlayStation. What?
The store for the Vita for like PlayStation 1 games, for PSP games. I got an email from Sony the other day. Let me see if I still got it. But yeah, they're about to shut down a lot of stuff on the PlayStation Store. That's going away. A lot of older things.
Hmm.
Yeah, I got the
Yeah, a
email
lot of
right
stuff
here.
ain't coming to the PlayStation
Yeah,
5.
the PlayStation 3 games and add-ons, you won't be able to buy them. Okay, PSP games and add-ons, Vita games and add-ons, apps, themes, and avatars are all going away between the 21st and the 26th, and then on mobile on the 28th. They're all going away. I think that's going to be the cutoff point when they go over to whatever Microsoft is offering them.
Oh, okay, because it has been confirmed that GameSpot are getting some of that digital sales and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. They are getting some of the digital sales, and I can see that. I see, knowing that they get some of that digital sales, that trading system is going to be done. It's not going to be the same trading system that you are getting now. I don't see them no reason to continue on. I trade in the game. You give me $20, you resell that game for $50 or $60. They don't need that now because Microsoft is the one that actually is where they're getting their fucking money from. Let's just keep it real. GameStop is now Xbox Stop. That's all it
To
fucking really
Xbox
is.
That's
Live.
basically just a Microsoft store. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
That's
much.
all it
right,
is.
right. Yo,
all right,
you
let
know
And
me
it's
what,
throw
probably
this
why
man?
other
they shut down
question.
so many of the Microsoft
Huh?
stores when they did. That's
Go
probably
ahead.
why. They probably were planning this for a minute.
Man, fuck
Hmm.
them.
Yeah, probably been in
Go ahead.
talks
They ain't
for at
getting
least a
my
couple of
money.
years, maybe.
What was the
Let's
call?
talk.
What you was about to ask,
Yeah,
no?
what's up with, remember earlier this week the Xbox on fire, saying motherfuckers will burn your house down and shit. How y'all feel about that?
Oh
Or
boy,
the
you done
overheating,
boy.
Oh, the
tweaking
Hold on.
results
nonsense.
I
came in.
shouldn't have
It
did
was.
that.
You know,
You
you
shouldn't
got to
have
say
did
the
that.
guess for last. You know what I'm
Did
saying?
that. You should not did that. Yeah,
The
boy.
parental test came in. Microsoft is not the father, let me tell you, because they got the
Oh
test
shit.
numbers.
Oh
Quieter and
shit.
cooler than
Yeah,
the
a few
One
people
X,
did the
bro.
test.
Quieter and cooler than the One X. And
Wait,
the One X is already quieter
Hmm.
and cooler than most everything else except the
Yeah, it's
S
quieter and cooler than
digital version. Yeah.
the PS4 Pro.
hey, yo,
Oh,
hold
that's
on,
Yeah.
hold
You know
on.
easy.
how
You know
loud
what?
and hot
A
that shit
motorcycle
gets.
is quieter than the PS4 Pro. Get out of here. Come on.
Hold on. You know, hold
F-14
on, real quick.
Tomcat is quieter than a PS4
I'm gonna
Pro.
just say this. Hold on, I'm gonna say this. Yo, you gotta add me on Xbox Live or something like that. We can talk about that Star Trek shit in a party or whatever. But you know what though? I'm glad you brought that up, Bone. You know you was fucking wrong though, and I'm feeling what Six said. You know what? I tweeted it out. I tweeted it out. I took a picture of the article and I said, "Listen here. If this is true, what this article say? PlayStation got what do you, something? I'm just paraphrasing. What do y'all got to say now?" Because all that shit I was doing jumping jack for Jesus, jumping out the window, skydiving from a third floor window and everything, thinking that everything was good and shit. So I was happy. Oh man, that's right. That shit's gonna burn. It's over for Microsoft. Now you don't find out the PlayStation 5 heat up hotter than the fucking Xbox. Even though old boy came out and said no, he was just doing that as a joke. He didn't think that was going to go that far. It's true. He tweeted it out and said that the system is not overheating whatsoever. So what are we going to do now?
But how in blue hell that you say fuck me? I wasn't wrong about what?
Somebody said fuck you.
You said I was wrong.
Yeah, you said it was wrong. About what?
Who? No,
I was wrong.
No, nigga, I'm not talking about that, dog. I'm talking about something else. Don't worry about that. We'll talk about that later. Not that, nigga. But I'm just saying. No, not that. Something else. But listen here. Six, you was about to say something?
Yeah, I was gonna say something. But I already lost my train of thought when you asked it. I couldn't remember.
Fuck you, bro. That's why I knew it was a fuck you before. I knew it was a fuck you in advance. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, I remember what it was. This is just history repeating itself. Because the same thing happened in 2013. Everybody was clowning, oh, the Xbox One, oh, it looked like a VCR and blah, blah, blah. They designed it that way because it works. The Xbox One was quieter and cooler than the PS4. They did the same sort of measurements, but back then I think they used a heat gun too. And I'm sure that's on IGN or whatever you look it up. The Xbox One base at launch was quieter and cooler than the PS4. So all this talk, this is the same thing happening once again. They talk all this stuff about always hot. Yo, imagine if back in 2013 all these press people had gotten the PS4 early, and then one of them was on a podcast and had said, oh, I put my hand behind the PlayStation 4 and the air coming out of the back was hot and I almost burnt my hand. Oh, and it could warm up my flat. Would anybody have been up on Twitter clowning the PlayStation? No. But if it was the Xbox, which was running cooler, had did the same thing back then, it would have happened. Like, everybody gets full of shit with this constantly.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they don't think Microsoft learned from the 360.
Obviously, that was a lesson to learn too. You know they were going to learn that. Yo, that was the least of my concerns with the Xbox One. That was my least of my concerns. I knew how they were going to over-engineer. As soon as I saw the system look like a VCR, I knew it.
Yeah, that was the main point of the design of the Xbox One.
Bo might like this.
Wouldn't have a Red Ring Part 2.
Bo might like this. Somebody said Xbox One is an Android and PlayStation is iOS.
Like I've been saying that for fucking years.
I know. I just said that. That's why I say you will like this. You will like this one.
I've been saying that shit for fucking years. Motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. I watched the guy said, well, the OS, you can customize this on Xbox. You can't do you know what? We talked about that shit already. We can keep it moving, man. Fuck that shit. Keep it moving. I'm tired of talking about this. I'm ready to go play me some video games.
Well, since he ready to play some game, the game, we're gonna cut it short right now.
We only been out think about we ain't got to go 3, 4, 5 hours to get our points across.
Like 35 minutes. 50, 100. It's 1 o'clock. We did a good time. We did our usual.
10 o'clock. We did. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad everybody to come by. Go follow all these guys, these characters that we portray. You know what I'm saying? Don't follow me at all. You're gonna get cussed out. But you can go follow, Flip Money.
Embrace the love, man.
Yo, listen, thanks for rocking out with us. You know what I'm saying? You know where you can find everybody else on this podcast. You know where we at on the Xbox Live and Twitter.
Yep.
We gonna holler at y'all, Bo. Cut the show.
Yo, Spot Cut says, suck my fucking dick, Batman.